Good evening. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. As you saw on Facebook and Instagram and some of the places where I have social media, I posted a video of me running around the airport up in Sedona. And I was doing some trail running and listening to a wonderful podcast by a friend of mine, Kyle Wilson. And he was interviewing Major League Baseball player Todd Stottlemyre, and he talked a lot about gratitude. But another thing, if you haven't listened to that podcast yet, another thing he talked about was visualization. Now, there's times in my life where I visualize quite a bit, and it's helped me a lot, especially in athletic events. I don't always visualize it though when it comes to more daily events or what I want my life to look like. I'll think about it, get excited, but it may not be something I practice every day. And it is a good habit to get into. So I'm listening to various podcasts on a daily basis that help remind me to do that. And so I can spend some time doing that each day. That plays into what we're doing here when we are trying to get our body to change and to allow ourselves to relax and to feel our body position ourselves in a different way so that we can breathe easier, get more air in our lungs, and feel better. But as we're working through things, and I talk to you about different positions of the body that become tight or you can't move them, I want you to think about what it feels like to be able to move them. And sometimes I use the image of a child. When a child was like a toddler level, really young, their belly is out, their ribs are down, and they can move things freely. We can get back to that point if we can visualize, and then our brain and body responds to relax those muscles. And so we're working on developing that sense. Now, one of the areas that I often see clients one-on-one with is they have some kind of problem with their body, but they'll mention like a pain in their ribs. And they tell me they've been seeing a chiropractor because a rib is out, and they've been told not to move or lay a certain way for months on end while it's healing. What I broach to them is, how long has it been? Has it been 6 to 8 weeks or even 12 weeks? If at that point, and you know that the rib is not injured or cracked or anything new has happened, a lot of times the pain that we still have can be related to muscles that are pulling abnormally, and it's not like they know how to relax. But if we can get you to sense them relaxing, guess what? The rib pain often goes away. I've had it happen over and over again where people told me they're injured for the rest of their life or they're going to have these pains for the rest of their life. And all of a sudden, boom, after a session, they can feel it let go. So what I want to focus on today is just feeling and sensing our ribs. We mentioned once before that there should be like this sponginess in our ribs. And when you push down very, very gently, that there's just like this give in our ribs. If you don't feel that give, don't push down harder. That just means your muscles are really toned up and you don't have a lot of give because you don't know how to relax those muscles. And so part of working through this breathing process that we've been going through is that you learn how to let those muscles go. Now, if anywhere on your body, let's say you feel pain in one of your ribs, what I recommend that you do tonight or whenever you're listening to this is you put your hand right on that area. And let's say it's kind of right at like kind of the junction between your breastbone or sternum, as I call it, and one of your ribs. Maybe it's like one in these areas. And what we want to do is use our fingers as a cue to those muscles to relax and melt away from your fingertips as we're exhaling tonight. And I want you to think about that. Even if you don't have any rib pain anywhere or any issues and you never have, this is something really good to practice because I guarantee there are tight muscles somewhere in between your ribs that are guarding. And while I've never had any of the rib pain that people come and see me for, believe me, I have worked hard to get my ribs to be able to move because my muscles have learned how to relax. They know how to contract, but they also know how to relax. So let's get on with our breathing today. Let's get you sitting all the way back into a chair back with that low back sitting all the way back, no pillow behind it. Let your tailbone roll underneath you a little bit. And then we're going to have your knees close together, Feet flat on the ground with your heels grounded into the ground. If you need to, put a little platform under your feet so that your knees are about the height of your hips. And then we're going to use a straw. Cut that straw in half just to make it easier on your cheek muscles, and we'll put the straw between your lips. Try not to bite on it with your teeth. We don't want to engage the jaw muscles and create tension in our body as we're going through this. Let that belly out, so that way we can get our ribs to drop down. And then we're going to go through the 4-step breathing process. The first step is breathing in through the nose. Then we'll pause and hold our breath a second. Blow out through the mouth. Pause and hold our breath for 3 seconds. And then we're going to repeat that over and over. I'll go ahead and demonstrate first just for a couple breaths and then coach you through that and cue you on other things as we go along. But here we go. Okay. As you can see, I have one hand on my chest to help me, cue me, that my sternum can drop down and away. We want to get a lot of openness up here in our body so everything's not jammed, the ribs aren't jammed. We want to get it all dropping down for that freedom of movement up here and to help cue our muscles to relax. So if you have an area where you feel pain around your ribs, go ahead and put your fingertips on the area. If not, our standard will just be kind of find the front of your sternum and then move your fingertips over so you can just feel your ribs, and go ahead and put your fingertips right in between the ribs, right along the muscles. And what we're going to do there, and you can put your thumb then right under the collarbone on your other side. And what we're going to do with this is just work on sensing the ribs relaxing in and feel how your muscles can soften as you exhale. Let's go ahead. If you have your straw, put it in your mouth. Close your eyes if you can, just to get rid of all those other distractions so you can really focus on what's happening to your body. And here we go. Maybe you breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your head tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your head tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Feel your ribs drop down and your belly come out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your ribs relaxed and down. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Feel your ribs drop down. Feel the muscles under your fingertips letting go as you sink further away from your hand. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your head tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Feel your ribs drop down and your belly come out. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe in your nose to your throat. Put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Now feel your sternum melt underneath your palm. Feel your ribs melting away from your fingertips as your armpits relax, your low back relax, and belly comes out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat with your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in. Feel your ribs drop down as your low back lets go and your tailbone settles further into your chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your head down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel the muscles under your collarbone let go. Feel the ribs melting under your fingertips as your sternum sinks in, your belly comes out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down and in, your ribs drop down. Feel your low back let go and your buttocks splay open so that you settle further into that chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chest down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Let your chest sink further away from your hand. Feel your belly up with your other hand as your low back and buttocks relax. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the armpits relax as your belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chest down. Pause and blow out. Feel your pecs let go. Feel your armpits relax, giving your ribs permission to sink down towards your hips. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel your ribs melt under your fingertips as your armpits relax, shoulders relax, buttocks relaxes. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your belly spills out and your buttocks relaxes further into that chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in as your ribs drop away from your fingertips. Your belly spills out and your buttocks relaxes further into that chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel the whole wave of relaxation. Hold. 2, 3, and take a break. Now, you may not feel the release immediately where you felt your tightness underneath your fingertips. but keep practicing and little bits at a time. So about 5 minutes throughout your day, maybe 5 times throughout your day when you first wake up, a couple times throughout the day, and then right before you go to bed. As you practice a little bit over and over, you're going to start to make changes in your nervous system and how it sends signals to your muscles. With practice, you can change so much about your body. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I am here for you. If you want one-on-one coaching, I'm here for you in that way too. I will see you again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Have a great evening. Bye.